picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Cyclones head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Cyclones ready to kick it away first. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The run inside. It's Martin. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. On the ground, it's Martin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Finds his man. It's Phillips. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Moving out to the right. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrum great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Got his man in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. But this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback will keep it. Could be an alley. The 30, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's got an alley. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it with a touchdown. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeps it on first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. BYU lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He's in open space downfield. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out quickly. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback keeps it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Here's the pressure. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. The short hands, it's Martin. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. BYU right back to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Goes high to pull it in.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, BYU!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Coming out with it, it's Bailey. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Using his feet. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Looking for room at the 40. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Motion from the back. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Connection to the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Rayner. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On the move. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville taking on the Florida State Seminoles. And it's Louisville who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half.
And the returner will be brought down.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here.
Caught, and he's got room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Here comes the heat. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. They want to throw it. Gets rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires left. It's caught.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you.
It's a fake. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
In this area of the field, guys, you might as well just leave the offense out there to try to get it themselves. They're going to have a much better shot at converting it than bringing your field goal team out there. That just was not a good call.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. BYU lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Rides the option, he keeps it. Quick spin on the ride. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Cougars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Well, this running back has been the only guy Hockey Sims touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expect him to get the ball again.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Cyclones have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Cyclones, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Lost to throw again. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running inside, it's Martin. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There's some room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice...
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it, they're trying to go for the fumble, but they got to do a better job executing.
Fighting off the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. It'll be 3rd and long. Got his man down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Release to the back. Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Cougars. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the...
Oh, and they blocked it. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
34, Iowa State, 14. Number 89, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. He only needs... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Iowa State. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the point after is good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got a little grass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it. And the offense should be able to run out the clock. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.